A really common question I get is, how do I tell my physical therapist to stop causing me pain? I know a lot of times your physical therapist will push on your knee either to bend it or straighten it, and you want to tell them to stop because either it's causing you too much pain or it's causing pain the next day, causing increased swelling and difficulty with your daily activities like getting out of your chair, getting into bed, those daily things that we need you to do. It's causing a lot of harm with that. So I'm going to go over just some tips and tricks and maybe some things to tell your physical therapist the next time you see them on maybe when to stop or let's scale back the exercises. We'll go over that today in detail. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Samantha Smith. I am a physical therapist that specializes in knee replacements. Thank you for joining me today on this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I also have TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Of course, we have it all nowadays, but please join my Facebook group. It is a Facebook support group for anyone going through a knee replacement recovery. There are tons of people in the group telling their story, and you'll realize really quickly that you are not alone in most of the symptoms you are having. So join please today. Go to Facebook and just search Succeed with Your New Knee and you will find the group. Also, if you're looking for more detailed information, I have a whole website dedicated to knee replacement recovery tips and tricks. Tons of blog articles, all written by me. And I also have 4 courses. I have an exercise class. I have one-on-one coaching programs for you guys. I am available for you if you need help. Just go to succeedcourses.com. But let's get into the topic today. So as a physical therapist, I have pretty much 2 populations of knee replacement patients. I have my really easy ones, and I have my more challenging ones where the range of motion doesn't come as easy as my easy population, if that makes sense. So with my easy populations, I really never have to push their knee because they're progressing every week with their exercises. If the patient is gaining 5 to 10 degrees of knee bending every week, I usually don't even touch their knee. Maybe I'll push it just a little bit just to see what it feels like. I want to feel the scar tissue. I want to feel if there's any muscle tightness. I kind of want to just see how the knee is bending. Same thing with the straightening. I usually just push on it slightly just to see if there's a slight give. If there is a slight give, that means usually it's muscle tightness limiting our range of motion. It's not necessarily scar tissue that we're worried about. So the patient's progressing really well. Usually really well means they're at 90 degrees by 2 weeks and then 5 to 10 degrees more every week from 2 weeks and on. So at 3 weeks, you want to be at around 95, 100. 4 weeks, 100 to maybe 105, maybe even 110, and you kind of go from there. So if the patient's progressing really well at that rate, I usually don't even touch their knee. I'm not pushing at all. On the other hand, if I have a patient who is really stiff, the knee isn't bending as good, I do push on their knee slightly, but I never push to a point where the pain is a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. So what happens when you get to that 9 or 10 out of 10 pain? When you increase that pain level that much, the knee just starts to tighten up more and it just becomes more irritated. The more irritation you're going to have in the knee, the harder it is to get the knee to bend. So why are we pushing on the knee and making it even more irritated after you just got irritated from this really intense surgery? So my philosophy when it comes to patients that are stiff is to educate them on how to stretch on their own and really focus on ice and elevation and getting the knee to calm down. That way we can move through these stretches and exercises easier. So the key to this is starting out good at the very beginning. If you start out doing way too many strengthening exercises, way too many stretches that are causing really, really high increased pain, your knee is just going to be way too fired up by week 2, 3, and 4, and you're not going to be able to bend it. This is the most common thing I see with other, patients going through physical therapy, maybe not through me. So, not saying I am, the best physical therapist in the world, but I bring my patients through a specific protocol. When I work with them one on one, or I work with them one on one coaching online, we're going through a specific protocol and I'm educating them along the way. And 99% of the time, I usually don't have this population of people that have trouble bending their knee. I usually have the population of people over here that's really easy to bend. So when you're at physical therapy and you're working with your therapist and they are pushing on your knee, how do you get them to stop? Well, first thing you say is, listen, I have been trying to do all these exercises. Something isn't working here. Is there anything else we can try? I just can't handle you pushing on my knee like this all the time. It's causing more discomfort when I go home. I can't sleep at night. I can't get up and down out of chairs as easy. I feel like I'm doing worse now. I feel like my knee isn't bending as good as it was maybe 2 weeks ago. So can we scale back a little bit? That's what you'll want to say to your physical therapist, to have them scale back. If they don't respect that, you need to find a new therapist, or you need to hire me to help you through this. Most of the times people come to me when they are kind of stuck and they're not getting any better. And that's when I can kind of jump in and really take over and help you with this. So if your physical therapist can't respect you enough to stop pushing your knee to a 10 out of 10 pain, then you need to find a new therapist, because pushing your knee like that is not going to make it move any better. It's actually going to do the opposite. It's going to make the knee worse. So that's what I believe in. That's my philosophy. Pushing the knee is going to make it worse if you're pushing to a 10 out of 10 pain. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully I answered the question of the video. I know there was a lot of backstory there, so hopefully that made sense. But thank you guys for watching today. Again, please subscribe. Please visit my Instagram, my TikTok, join the Facebook group, and go to my website, succeedcourses.com, if you need more structured guidance on how to get through your knee replacement recovery.